So is Benson Boone's debut album actually this bad? Today I'm going to break down the lyrics, try to see what kind of production he's offering, and if the hate is actually legit, or if Benson Boone is just someone that the world's just not ready for yet. Is he really talented? Is he really good? So me personally, I like to try to keep an open mind. I want to jump into this, see what he's talking about, and give him an opportunity to either put up or shut up, you know? A lot of people are just taking him down for the flips, and they say he's a Freddie Mercury cosplayer, but I don't know. From what I've heard so far, he seems talented. He's a good-looking dude, so here we go. Let's jump into it. Track number 1 is Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else.
Sorry I'm here for someone else, but it's I'm sorry I'm here for someone else, but it's good to see your face, and I really hope you're doing well. I hope you're
Already, I just want to say, I think he's vocally talented, like very talented.
doing well.
Jason Evigan.
She was running late for dinner outside of town. Left the phone a little bitter, but it's cool for now. Far from perfect for each other, but we're working it out, I suppose. Now I'm waiting at the diner looking traumatized, 'cause you walk up to the table with an order of fries. And I know you, yes I know you.
I think this is one I've already heard. I think I saw the music video for it too. Did I not? Let me check the channel out right quick. Let's see. Yes, I did. Okay, so I have checked out this song already, the music video for it. I knew it sounded familiar off the jump, and I did like it, so it's a pretty good song.
Used to love you, and I said, I'm sorry I'm here for someone else. It's good to see your face, and I really hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I'm here for someone else. I wish that I could stay and talk at the bar all by ourselves, but I'm here for someone else.
So, most of the criticism I see of Benson Boone is like, oh, stop doing the flips, stop dressing up like Freddie Mercury, blah, blah, blah. Kind of low IQ criticism, not really going after the substance of his music or even his vocal talent, because he's clearly very talented vocally. I like his voice. He has a nice strain on his voice. He has nice power. He can hold a note very well. And then like so far, like this song right here, it feels good. And the other songs I've heard, I can't remember the names of them,
Talk at the
but
bar all by ourselves.
he's a good pop man star. There's not many of them right now.
But I'm here for someone else. When she finally walks into the restaurant, hate to say it, but I knew it, I was already gone. Oh, Benny, don't do it, you're breaking her heart. Benny, don't do it, Benny, don't do it. But I need to go. It's not personal. When I say I'm sorry I'm here for
Okay.
someone else.
Slow it down a
It's
little bit.
good to see your face, and I really hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I'm here for someone else. I know you wish that I could stay and talk at the bar all by ourselves, but I'm here for someone else.
So far, this is a really good song. The production is not like out of this world. It's nice and it's pretty soft. It sounds like it'd be on the radio. Sounds easily consumable. Like it's not very experimental. And I have to wonder, is he writing his music? Sometimes Spotify has the credits wrong, so I'll have to do some Googling here. But performed by Benson Boone, but written by Jack LaFrance and Jason Evigan. I have seen that name, Jason Evigan, before. I'll have to look that up too, but that might be something that people are knocking him down for too. If he's not writing his own music, then that is saying something, you know? That's where you get those industry plant rumors.
Couldn't take it anymore.
Okay. I like the way that ended. There's some up tempo, some fun, some energy, and then the meaning of the song basically, I think it's about moving on, seeing an ex lover, ex friend that you're just trying to stay away from, I guess, because you're now here for someone else. I might be interpreting that wrong. The beat was okay, nothing out of this world. Benson's vocal, so far, that's what's going to have my attention the most. Is it's a very strong vocal. I like the strain on it. I like the tone of it, and he has good cadence, good delivery. So this is a pretty good song. So far, one song down. So far, good. So far, so good. Next track, Mr. Electric Blue. There's got to be a song I saved on this album. No, 'cause I swear I have a song by Benson saved. Let me see, actually, because that's going to bother me if I don't check out what song I saved by him. I have liked one song, Slow It Down. Okay, so Slow It Down. I can't remember how that even goes, but next track.
He was a stranger. He walked in looking for danger. When he stares at you, he can chain you down and make you fall in love.
You know what? This feels like a modernized like Hall and Oates or something, right? Everyone keeps saying Freddie Mercury, Elton John. I'm hearing like Hall and Oates.
Heaven knows it. They made him out of fire and roses. With an attitude, but he's sweet enough to put him on your tongue. He can be everything you've ever dreamed.
He just went through all the vocal tones right there. That's why I keep saying he's so talented vocally. Like, man, that falsetto is beautiful. The rich tones of his warm bass too.
He can be everything you've ever dreamed.
He didn't go too deep, but
Ooh, Mr. Electric Blue.
okay.
I wanna dance like you. How did you get so cool?
Okay, so this must be that music video I'm seeing tweets for, where apparently he's kind of calling out the people that are just saying that, oh, you only wear these what's that, like discount jumpsuits, Freddie Mercury cosplay or something, only does flips or whatever. But I do kind of like that he's calling back out. He's trying to reclaim his peace and be a little facetious, be a little self-deprecating. So that's cool to see. I guess I'll have to check out that music video.
You got electric soul. You let the good times roll. Mr. Electric Blue.
Okay.
They say that he fell from space or some supernatural place. Mr. Electric Blue, I know I believe in you.
Okay.
He's a man's man, a good, hard-working American, but he ain't the guy you'd wanna fight. He'll make you bite the dirt.
Yo, whoop that ass.
And he said, watch the way you talk to me if you want to keep your two front teeth. Ooh, Mr. Electric Blue.
I like the way he sings electric there. He's elongating, he's dragging it out there. So far, so good, man. The cadence, the flow. I think he has an idea of song structure. My lord, I can't talk. Song structure. He understands choruses. The last song had a bridge. So song structure so far has been good. I like the way this one sounds too. This is some funny lyrics here. He ain't the guy you'd want to fight. He'll make you bite the dirt. And he said, watch the way you talk to me if you want to keep your two front teeth. So little tough guy stuff going on in here. This one is produced by Evan Blair, and there's no writing credentials on this one.
I wanna dance like you. How did you get so cool?
It's like Hall & Oates mixed with ELO. It's kind of crazy. This is a good one.
They say that he fell from space, from a supernatural place. Mr. Electric Blue, I believe in you.
Hell yeah. Oh. Ooh, I like that little outro. Spacey, cosmic. I definitely dug Mr. Electric Blue. I'm going to save this one. I like the energy to it. I like the way he's singing it. Again, he just has this real easy, effortless flow. So much power in his vocal. That is so far what's just keeping my attention. The lyrics are pretty cool. Mr. Electric Blue sounds like a hell of a guy, hell of a person. Just good vibes. Can whoop that ass. And just fun. This one was produced by Evan Blair. Has no, this is strange. No credits on there. Let me see. Mr. Electric Blue. Lyrics sometimes will have. Let's see if Genius has any information. Just producer, Evan Blair. So that's interesting. So I guess that is one of the reasons why a lot of people out there are calling him an industry plant. He came out of nowhere. He's very freaking talented. He's been almost pushed to the forefront of like pop culture, being on all these events and whatnot. So I understand the skepticism from people. But I think there's something to that as well, just being so talented and having like a meteoric rise. I think there is something to that as well, especially now with all these platforms where you can get exposure way easier than you would have had to before. We had to put out like 3 CDs before you finally get a song that gets picked up. This dude, I mean, maybe he's just different, but not having writing credentials, and this is the 3rd song, right? Oh, 2nd song. Whoops. This is the 2nd track, and there's no writing credentials yet. So let's see. Hopefully in the next one, he can ease those rumors. Next track is Man and Me. Written by Jason Evigan. I just think everyone expects like these artists to do everything nowadays when it has like never been that way. There's a few artists like Victoria Monet, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Ariana Grande, who they do have their hands in every single aspect of a song's creation. Now, maybe not every single song out there, but the majority of their music that gets put out into the world, they have final say on how it sounds and whatnot. And the producers they work with are working with them. And these are the words that they want to be put out into the world. So that is important, but also an artist can be just a voice as well, or a voice and a body, a face and whatever. It can be that too. It obviously takes away the substance from them, but I just don't think that makes them an industry plant. We gotta stop taking away the meaning from certain words. Like, there are real industry plants out there.
When you pull me in and you hold me close and you say all kinds of crazy things that make me wanna stay in your arms. You're a charm, I'm in love, but you don't care when I'm falling down, slowly burning out, and the lights and crowds and cameras in my face are getting louder, and I need some time. You say why? Don't you see that lately I've been fading? I can't breathe inside this cage. You took the man in me.
Okay.
You took his sanity.
All right.
You stole the last of any light inside his eyes.
I've been fading. I can't breathe inside this cage. You took the man in me. You took his sanity. You stole the last of any light inside of his eyes. Ooh! Okay. Okay, that's good right there. That's depressing. That makes me feel really sad.
You really made me bleed blood on these ivory keys. You killed the only part of me I ever
Oh,
liked.
damn.
You took the man in
baby. Felt.
Unbelievable, unforgivable. How you promised me the world, and when I turned around, you ripped it away. Everything was a game, and you don't need any sympathy, any more energy. No, have I ever had better reasons for leaving something so displeasing? Even the sweetest words there were treason, 'cause you just lied to my face.
All right. We might have to close this case pretty quick. I think y'all are just hating on this guy. I think people are just hating on this guy. Shame on you, Pitchfork, so far. Shame on you, Pitchfork. 3.7? Like, what? Why? What's wrong with this? He sounds really good. It's a pop track. It sounds almost like something Jack Antonoff would produce for a Sabrina Carpenter track. The writing is really witty. It's actually deeper than I thought it was going to be. This guy is heartbroken here. And he's like rapping. He's smoothly rapping through this track. Yeah, so far, I got to say, the hate is not warranted so far.
How you promised me the world, and when
And I gotta say, it might be because I think a lot of the hate too is because all of a sudden he's like doing the American flag thing. People might think he's going like the MAGA route. Maybe he's like MAGA light, trying to also pull in the gay man population side of things. I don't know, but so far this album's good, man. I think people just have to like have something to hate on. Maybe they're jealous. I don't know what it is.
turned around, you ripped
So
it
far, this is good.
away. Everything was a game, and you don't need any sympathy, any more energy. No, have I ever had better reasons for leaving something so displeasing? Even the sweetest words there were treason, 'cause you just lied to my face.
Dude, come on,
You
Benson.
took the man in me, you took his sanity, you stole the last of any light inside his eyes.
Damn, energy vampire.
You really made me bleed, blood on these ivory keys. You killed the only part of me I ever liked. You took the man in me. Where is the man in me? Where's that man?
Sing it, Benson.
Where is he? Yes, that man you stole from me.
Damn, my guy is pleading. He is yearning. What happened? What'd you do? Why'd you take this from me? And anyone that's, I'm sure a lot of you, most of you have felt this feeling before. I felt this feeling before. Someone making me feel less than I am. Takes a while to bounce back from that, but you wonder, like, what did I do wrong? You start beating yourself up and you go through every single possible thing. You try to turn over every stone and find out, like, what part of your personality was it that you had to, like, do this to me. But sometimes it's inexplainable. Sometimes people just hurt you. That's what's hard about love. Damn. I know we're only on track number 3, y'all, but there's only 10 tracks on this album. Pitchfork gave it a 3.7 out of 10, and there's 10 tracks on the album, and I've already heard 3 good songs. So does that mean to tell me that the rest of this album is going to suck? There's no freaking way possible. Now, I know I'm different. I know I enjoy things a little bit more than a lot of people do out there. I can go from listening to Benson Boone to going to listen to Destiny's Child in 2 minutes to then back to, freaking System of the Down, Blink-182, back over to Mac Miller, back over to Ariana Grande, back to Michael Jackson. So I understand my music taste is different. I fucking love music. So I know it's different, but so far has not been bad, and I actually really like that song too. So I'm going to save that as well. Like yearning for that feeling that he had before. Like you took the light out of his eyes, you stole the favorite part of his personality. That is so relevant. We've all been through, we've all had our heart, well, maybe not all of us, but most of us have had our heart broken, and it's something that we are all gonna have to deal with sooner or later. You're gonna get your heart broken in some way, whether you lose a family member, whether someone breaks your heart romantically. We're all gonna go through it. Somebody's going to take some bit of a light out of your eyes, and then you can regain it back, and that's part of like, that's the best part about the bounce back, is like now you get to like, build yourself back up, get your strength back, and start loving on yourself and refining yourself and becoming better. Like it's really cool what you can do when you take an L. Like don't just take an L as a loss, take it as a chance, as like a lesson. So L's, you can turn L's from losses into lessons by just changing your mindset, like thinking how I can get better from this. So okay, Benson Boone, man, so far so good. Track number 4, Mystical Magical. I have heard tiny little snippets of this song, and I'm pretty sure I like this one too, so. Written by
There's
Jack.
nothing colder than your shoulder when you're dragging me along like you do. And then you switch up with no warning, and you kiss me like you want it. How rude, how rude. But I kinda like it anyways. I don't mind if this is gonna take a million days. I know you'll come around to me eventually. If you sit back, relax, enjoy my company, my company. Once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. You can feel like
Goosebumps. I have goosebumps. This guy's voice is incredible. He has this very light-hearted voice. It does take me back to Freddie. Now I know like almost pretty much nobody is touching Freddie Mercury when it comes to the men's side of things vocally. That guy was just on a totally different level of power and control and breath and personality and charisma and all of that. But man, I mean, I do understand the comparisons to this guy. There is so much going on there, and it's the reason why I'm like reading books now to find out like how to talk about this stuff better, because it's just a lot. There's a lot going on. I feel dumb trying to explain the tones and stuff when he's singing. It's magical itself.
once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will
He's
feel
up there.
right. You can feel like moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical, oh baby, 'cause once you know my love is so mystical,
How do you not, man?
magical, oh baby, 'cause once you know my little heart to give, baby, I wanna give you the world. Not saying you gotta chase me, but I wouldn't mind it if you gave me just a little bit of something we can work it with. But all you do is push me out. But I like it anyways, 'cause I think I'm getting closer to you.
Like that's what I'm talking about right there. He could have easily just went into that next lyric so smoothly and whatever, but that little pause there, it adds character. Oh,
Something we can work it with, but all you do is push me out. But I like it anyways, 'cause I think I'm getting closer to you every day. I know you'll come around to me eventually. Just sit back, relax, enjoy my company. Oh baby, trust me, once you know what my love's gonna feel
once you know what my love's gonna feel like, nothing else will feel right. I feel the same way. Once you feel my love embrace you and give you that hug and you feel something so pure and powerful, you'll never know what to do after that. And I felt that too, so.
Scream, taking off your blue jeans, dancing at the movies, 'cause it feels so mystical, magical.
Okay.
Because once you know,
Saving this one too.
love is so mystical, magical, oh baby, 'cause once you know, once you know.
Yeah, y'all are hating to hate. That should be a big song right there. And that is something that it's hard to talk about, or it's complicated to talk about now, is like how fast we move past things. This would have been a banger in like uh, any decade except for now. I truly think that. I think like there's a lot of songs like that. Miley Cyrus's End of the World. Miley Cyrus's End of the World should be the #1 song in at least America right now. That song, it feels really good. The lyrics are great, especially relevant to what's going on right now in my country. And then Miley being Miley and her vocal is awesome too. Like, I feel like we just move past things. We just skate past things so fast now that for some reason, if you're not like a super mega superstar, you're not going to be the #1. Except for, we do have to talk about that dude. I think his name is Alex Warren. He has a song called Ordinary. I have not listened to it yet. For some reason, it's been on the #1 spot for a couple weeks now. Never heard of the guy, whatever. So might have to check that out. But this song right here, it felt really good. It felt I like the way he's like explaining and describing his love, mystical, magical. It's some 2 words put together that sound fantastic, like something that you would really like to pursue, a love like that. The production really good. His vocal has been the best part of this album so far. The biggest critique still that I have to say is that he's not writing the lyrics to these songs, it looks like. This one was written by Jack LaFrance. So that's the one thing I have negative about him right now. Next track reminds me of you. We are on track number 5. There's a lot going on my mind, but it's not hate. I'm like excited to hear each track.
You got a million different pairs of underwear spread out on my couch 'cause you left them there. You got a couple little candles in my living room.
This is already a little bit different than the rest of the tracks. It has more of like a hip-hop beat.
Still light at night just
Some
to set
drums.
the mood. A box of written letters on my nightstand with a Polaroid picture of your chest. And when I'm driving my car to the overlook spot, I could smell your perfume in the vents.
Hey.
And ooh, what do I do?
Yeah, more R&B.
What do I do?
Okay.
When every damn thing reminds me of you. Reminds me of you.
What's wrong with
When
this?
every damn thing reminds me of you. Reminds me of you. When every damn thing reminds me of flip phones, Listerine, tired eyes, and drinking coffee. I see you everywhere the wind blows. Our handprints settled in on the windows.
Okay.
Cars, trains, t-shirt stains, even places I ain't ever been. No, I ain't never been. 'Cause every damn thing reminds me of you. Reminds me of you. Oh, every damn thing reminds me of you.
Yeah.
Reminds me of you. 'Cause every damn thing reminds me of you.
It's not gimmicky at all when he does that either. Like, I feel like he placed that perfectly. He hasn't done that a lot where he hits that freaking super high twisted note, man. The lyrics on this one, I like it. I like how he's talking about all the little things that when he sees them or thinks of them, they remind him of you. Pretty simple. Don't have to break this down. It's easy to consume. The production's okay. Again, don't know who it's written by, so
Stop.
it's my worst thing to say about him so far.
Red scarf, peaches, stadiums and bleachers, small town side roads, New York and a big show in Jesus. Old songs, I still let you in. 'Cause every damn
that
thing
shit off, bro.
reminds me of you. It reminds me of you. Every little thing reminds me of you. It reminds me of you.
Yeah. Another good one. I liked the R&B aspect of it. It slowed down. That beginning of the production was like a hip hop beat with those drums. I like how he slowed it down. Was real reminiscent about everything, reflective of all the things that reminds him of this person. He's yearning for that feeling. So far, we have a lot of yearning on this album, which we don't have a lot of men yearning anymore. You used to have the Boys to the Men down on their knees. You got the Temptations, Ain't Too Proud to Beg. We just don't have a lot of men yearning anymore. A lot of it is like shitting on each other. We have a lot of polarization in the world right now where it's a lot of this is this all the way this way. There's not much of center ground or I don't know, a lot of understanding. Everything's pretty irrational right now in ways. We are very polarized as a society. So I understand that part, but yeah, just another pretty good song. Not anything I'll probably play a lot. It was good. I'm not like depressed or anything right now, so I'm not going through a breakup, so it's not like this is something I need to be listening to or something like that. My heart, is just craving right now, but I do see how someone could really enjoy this one. I could see how someone could relate to it. I think most of us can relate to something in here. Stadiums and bleachers. How many of y'all had a date with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it may be, at a game, a sporting event? So very relevant. And then his vocal was fantastic on this one. Again, that is the best part of Benson Boone's talent, in my opinion. And that's what, like, I'm not over here. I don't need to see his abs and need to see him dancing in his music videos and everything. I can just listen to his voice and be happy that way. Kind of like Ruben Studdard. Random example for that, but that would have been a great example. Someone I could just, if they would have just made like good songs for Ruben Studdard, I would just listen to that guy sing because his voice was so beautiful. But yeah, so far so good, man. Next track, Mama Song. Is Benson a mama's boy? He might get some brownie points from me there too. Tell me he wrote this. Jason Evan, dude. Hold on. What is the chance that Benson Boone's name is Jason Evan? Like his stage name? Nope. Benson James Boone is an American singer who first found fame on TikTok and American Idol. Okay, so I was kind of wondering where he came from. That makes sense. TikTok, what a great platform to get more people out there into the world. American Idol has been going on for a while. It seems like the winners barely ever do anything on that show.
Mama, I'm missing home, and California's getting cold and cold and cold. I miss you, and Mama, I'm getting old.
I didn't see where he was from.
Does that mean you're getting old?
Washington.
And old, and old.
Monroe.
I miss you, Mama, don't you know There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm so proud of all you've done. Take
Ooh, a
me
harp.
down your old street. Tell me your memories of when you were young and where you fell in love. Drive me through the country. Tell me your story, and you can play all of your favorite songs.
Yeah, dude.
'Cause I'm gonna need this when I'm holding pictures of you, and that's all that I've got left.
Don't say that.
All that I've got left.
Please, hugging your mom, loving your mom. Text her, call her today, something. Tell her you love her. She's only here for a temporary amount of time.
All that I've got left. Lately it's getting hard. I've started looking like my father, and it makes me cry a little bit. 'Cause he really should have made it big. 'Cause damn, he's good at everything, and everything I am's because of you. I'm a man because of you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Take me down your old street. Tell me your memories of when you were young and where you fell in love. Drive me through the country. Tell me your story, and you can play all of your favorite songs. 'Cause I'm gonna need this when I'm holding pictures of you, and that's all that I've got left. All that I've got left. All that I've got left. All that I've got left.
Not looking forward to that day. I'm sorry to anyone that has lost their parents out there. Thinking about what he's talking about there just gives me great anxiety. I don't know what's gonna happen when that day comes. I might, I don't know. I'm probably gonna lose myself a little bit. So loving your mother and your father, loving your parents, give them a hug. I like the way he incorporated this in there and kind of showed his love for them. It seemed like he gave a little bit more love to his father there in a song that's named Mama's Song. He didn't write this one either, it looks like, so that's kind of confusing as well. But it was a good song. Another great vocal performance. The guy's clearly extremely talented in that aspect. That's my favorite part of the album, really, is hearing all these different inflections and whatnot. Next song, I Want to Be the One You Call. So far, the production on this album, it's pretty forgettable. Like it's good, but it's very formulaic, I would say. In some ways, it's very maybe generic, kind of generic. There's a little bit of experimentation here and there, but it's mainly just very easily consumable pop music, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think it deserves a rating below like a 5 so far. I like the pace.
For a little piece, and there you go, right down the road, so beautiful.
Shout out to the Italians, baby.
Flowers in your braided hair, Calvin Klein underwear.
Yeah.
Hanging out your jeans, you're such a tease,
Hey.
so beautiful. I just need your number, so if you're alone, I wanna be the one.
dig it.
Hey, that little wonder girl, if somebody lit your world, set it on fire, would you be fine or would you cry? Oh baby, I just need your number. If you have a phone, I wanna be the one you call when you need anything, anything at all. I wanna be the name you scream when you need anything. I wanna be the one you call when you need anything, anything at all. I wanna be the name you scream when you need anything.
Okay.
I wanna be the one you call when you need anything, anything at all. I wanna be the name you scream
Damn, Benson.
when you need anything.
Again, I can't exactly explain the production because it's not exactly generic. Like there's just down strumming on guitars or something, but I like the way they're changing the beat, they're changing the paces in there. And once again, that freaking voice is ridiculous, man. He's already in a high note, and then he takes it even higher by straining that voice and letting it just come out so naturally. It sounds really good. I have to imagine this guy's throat hurts. I have to imagine he's drinking tea and honey every single freaking day. Next track, Wanted Man. This is track number 8.
You rode in like a rock and roll queen. You brought every living man to their knees. 2 eyes like revolver machines. Baby, aim your lethal weapons at me.
Who the hell does this remind me of? There's like a 2008 or 2008 to like 2012. There's a song around that time that this sounds like.
A body like it's carved out of stone, but you dances like it's liquid gold.
Is it Glass Animals?
Excuse me, I haven't met you before, but I believe that you'll be taking me home. You really get me going. I've never been this way. Something about the way you're made. You're making me feel like I'm on it. You're making me feel like I want it, man. I'd give up my life for your loving. Dead or alive, I'm a wanted man. You're making me feel like I want it.
Okay.
You're making me feel like a wanted man. I'd give up my life for your loving. Dead or alive, I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man.
All right, so he's definitely making these songs sound better with his vocal. As we get on and going further into this album, I'm definitely noticing now that he is hiding that production a little bit with his vocal. It is pretty generic. Some of the stuff is pretty generic, I will say.
Oh, this hold that you've got on my heart.
I feel like I've heard this song before.
When you pull, oh, it makes me do wild
Maybe it's
things.
Muse. Is it Muse that I'm thinking of? Muse. I think I'm thinking of Muse. They like that date. Oh my gosh, Muse. What is that song called? Muse. 2012. Madness, Hysteria. Oh my gosh, I swear. There's definitely, I think it's Uprising. I think the song's Uprising by Muse.
So listen to me now, ain't no slowing down, only speeding up, no taking breathers. Can you feel the heat between us? Break a sweat, bob your head till you snap
Still sounds good though.
You're making me feel like I'm wanted. You're making me feel like a wanted man. I'd give up my life for your loving. I didn't know if I'm a wanted man. I'm a wanted man.
Okay.
You really get me going. I've never been this way. You really get me going. I've never been this way. Something about the way you made.
All right, so the thing I've been the most critical about him is on his writing, his lyrics, and that's Spotify has such a problem with credentials with creds for some reason. AI overview, take it with a grain of salt, but Benson Boone does write his music. He co-writes his songs, including his debut album American Heart with Jack LaFrance, and has also collaborated with Dan Reynolds of Imagine Dragons, according to When I Make It to LA and Variety. While he doesn't exclusively write alone, he actively participates in the songwriting process. Yes, we know co-writing is common. Okay, so that's interesting. I just wanted to get a reasoning why he doesn't write his music or why he's not credited for his music, but it's probably just Spotify once again not giving us enough information. Even Genius though didn't have information available, so that's like their entire job over there. But that was going to be like the biggest criticism of this album so far. But now that I know that he is writing these songs too, it changes things. Because if he's just going, pulling up to a studio and he's just singing off of just singing the songs in the booth and that's it, not adding anything else to the music, how much of that song is actually his then? I am saying that his vocal is the most is the best part of the tracks so far for me. I think his voice is what is the driving force behind this album, and I think it's fantastic. But I do think there's definitely a problem with not being super involved in your music, if that is the truth. It's hard to tell so far. Next track, Take Me Home. West Virginia.
Wait for me right down old Owen Road. It's been a while, these streets are overgrown. I'm glad to see your eyes ain't changed at all. They always looked a little green in the fall. Kiss me slowly, like you did when we were young. And hold me like you know me, like the old days. Walk me home. Let's go on a walk, how have you been? Did that fancy college art school let you in? Well, damn it, they'd be crazy if they never saw in you what I failed to see at 17. I must have missed it too.
Dang, how you about to kind of critique that college but then have the same shortcomings?
Kiss me,
Hypocrite.
kiss me slowly, like you did when we were young. And hold me like you know me, like the old days. Take me home.
His voice is crazy.
Take me home. Take me home. Take me home.
Yeah, his voice is just crazy. That song I didn't really care for that much. I didn't really care for what he's singing about there. He definitely missed out on this person from what it sounds like. Sounds like he had his head up his booty hole at some point in his life if he couldn't see how great this person was right in front of him. There's a problem with that, guys. Be more present. Get your freaking face out of your phone. Pick your chin up. Stop looking at the ground and like talk to people that are around you. Be present. And this will happen less often, I'd imagine. But vocally, again, sounded great. Generic, it seemed like a generic song, so I think we're getting a little bit of an album fatigue here. The first like 5 tracks were pretty damn good, and now the second half is like it's okay. Last track, Young American Heart. What is that sample? That's got to be a sample. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on. I swear that's a Billy Joel song, isn't it? That is a Billy Joel song. Guys, what is this? Is it the We Didn't Start the Fire? It's a fucking Billy Joel song.
I remember we were only 16 at the time. We stole your daddy's car the day you learned to drive. You nearly killed us both a half-mile down the road, and we were upside down and moving in slow motion. We're just floating so out and free, and it all makes sense.
Come on, Benson.
If I'm gonna die a young American, and this was the final night we'd ever have again, I'd be just fine as long as I'm wherever you are. 'Cause you stole my young American heart. Well, it's been a long 2 years since you have left the country, and now you and I, we're living in some crazy times. And I get so scared we'll never make it through our 20s, and we'll lose it all for nothing, nothing. If I'm gonna die a young American, and this was the final night we'd ever have again, I'd be just fine as long as I'm wherever you are. 'Cause you stole my young American heart.
So far, this song's pretty cliche. Not really that great lyrically. I don't think many people really care about young Americans or our American hearts right now. Not exactly the most prideful time of our country at the moment, but I do still have a lot of love for my country. I still have a lot of love for the people that are here. I think we are definitely misrepresented, and I think that there's some nefarious things going on. But yeah, this just doesn't really resonate with me right now.
My young American heart, my young American heart.
Because when you say that, like, what does that even mean, my young American heart? Like, at this point, the rest of the world right now thinks that's probably something racist. They think you're probably, ignorant. They probably think you're self-consumed. And, yeah, those really aren't good things to have. But I still have that vision of what he could mean, what he's talking about, that passion, that fire, that desire of like love and family and baseball games and all that good stuff. But it's just, I feel like we're losing it right now with our leadership and whatever.
My American heart, my young American heart, my young American heart. You stole my American heart, my young American heart, my young
playing guitar. Okay, Benson. Okay, Mr. Benson Boone. Where do I even start with this album? First thing I'm going to say, to make it real easy for everybody, is that I think the hate is definitely manufactured. I think it's kind of one of those things, one of those phenomenons where like someone's really easy to hate right now and people know they're going to get their likes off. They know that they're going to get some people agreeing with them because it's really easy right now to agree with, oh, we've seen this guy do like 7 freaking flips in the past year or so. We've heard him sing like the same song a few times. So I understand why people are a little bit fatigued of Benson Boone. I understand that whole thing, but I don't think they came into this album with an open mind. I don't think Pitchfork came into this album with open mind. I did see an excerpt of what they said, something about like him doing flips and whatever too. That's not the music. This is the music. The words in the album are the music. The production of the album is the music. It's not him doing front flips and having shredded abs and looking sexy as fuck. It's what the substance is of the songs. It's how his voice sounds, and that should be where you start off first when you're judging music, when you're judging an artist. It should not be on the other outside things first. It should be the music. Now, if you want to blame his agents, his PR, his marketing, definitely go ahead and do that for sure, because they have put him into this. They did that to him. They put him into this now easily like low-hanging fruit kind of thing where all people talk about is the flips or the jumpsuits and whatnot, and that's lame because as you see, there's 3 songs in a row that I saved here. Mr. Electric Blue, I thought that was really cool, real fresh and different. Man and Me, I liked how vulnerable he was being and he was yearning. We don't get a lot of that nowadays, especially from the men especially in the pop music right now. A lot of it is hating on the women or hating on their significant other, which could be a man. Surprise, surprise, y'all, in 2025. It could be a man. It could be anybody. It could be anything they fucking want to. And I also say Mystical Magical, which already has 111 million streams. This one was like a throwback to me. It felt like something we heard in like the early 80s, maybe late 70s, something that would have been that's uplifting. It's a beautiful love that he's singing about, and I really enjoyed that. Now, his vocal is absolutely incredible, and I think that it was the force that powered this entire album. I think he has so many different tones and textures and techniques that he is able to pull out of his vocal tool belt, and he hits them, and he does them so nicely, and he has this idea of the way that a song is supposed to flow, and he's fucking phenomenal at that, I will say. You cannot take away anything from him vocally, I believe. I think he is immensely, extremely talented when it comes to that department. Mama Song almost got me in tears. I thought that was real cute. I do wish he would have gave a little more love to his mom with the song being called Mama Song. Gave a little more love to his dad, but still shouting out his parents, the people that got him to where he's at, and loving on them. I liked that. And then the album kind of goes down a little bit to me, in my opinion. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good, but they all sound pretty like generic. They all the lyrics aren't that deep at this point in the album. Young American Heart, that is kind of a turnoff. Like, I don't think anyone kind of cares about Americans in that way right now. I think we have a long way globally, especially of gaining back our credibility, or even not even gaining back, but like starting over and actually gaining credibility and not being the bad guys anymore for once. I think that American facade is fading. I think the American outlook or the American, not dream, because I think that's still alive, barely hanging on. I think with our as long as our Constitution's alive, the American dream is still there. The current administration's trying to destroy the Constitution and other things that the founding fathers had the right foresight to build this country on, or to give this country guidelines for. But I don't think that the rest of the world sees America as how we used to see it. And I think that's something we have to answer the call to. I think that's a very valid criticism on our country right now. So that one was hard to take in. He might have been, he's probably writing it like a year ago. Maybe I would assume this album was in the works. So I don't know. It's hard to have pride in our country right now with that. So that one's eh. But yeah, like this first 5, 6 songs, I would say, were really, really good. Lyrically, really strong. The production wasn't anything like experimental or anything out of this world, but it was consumable. It felt at least it felt polished, at least, So it was easy to nod your head to and dance to and just go through. And I will say, I don't think there really is a skippable song on this album. I think if you want to just listen to an album, go outside, get some sun, and just drift away, I think this would be a good album for that. I think it's a good album to cruise to in your car. So my opinion, I think Pitchfork got this totally wrong. They want to give him a 3.7 out of 10. I think that is very disrespectful. I think he definitely deserves somewhere around like the 6.4 to like a 7.7. Now, when I judge on like movies and stuff like that, when I go to like IMDb and I would put my rankings in, a 6 out of 10 to me, that's a good movie. That's a good album. That is something you can listen to. That is something that has maybe a song that you really, really like, or maybe a scene from the movie that you really, really like. That to me is good. Once you get into the 7s, that's when it's like, okay, this has like a re-listenable kind of replayable kind of quality to it. This has a like we're gonna come back and revisit it kind of thing. And I think it's in there. I think it's in there somewhere. So if I was to give it like a grade, only because Pitchfork did this and because they kind of annoyed me by jumping on the bandwagon to hate on this guy, because it's definitely not warranted. If I had to give it a grade, I think I would give this album like a it's hard. 7.1, I think I would give it. I wanted to say like a 6.9, but I think it does deserve to be replayed again. I think I should go back and revisit it at some point and listen to it through again, because I do think it's refreshing. I think it's lighthearted. I think there's parts where he's yearning badly for somebody. So there's a good spectrum of emotions on this album. And I just think people just gotta get the hate out of their heart, baby. Get the hate out of your heart. Now, Benson Boone wasn't supposed to be the next man that I was going to react to on my channel, as I barely have reacted to any men on my channel. I was going to check out Harry Styles and Troye Sivan. So if that sounds good to you, if you enjoyed this reaction, please subscribe to the channel. I do have a Patreon if you want to go just binge all my videos without any ads and hang out in the community and have a good conversation with some cool people. Go join that. But my final message is just get the hate out of your heart, y'all, and enjoy stuff. You don't have to compromise your opinions and everything like that, but at least like make sense about what you're talking about. Him doing flips and stuff, it may be annoying, but that's not what the music is. So just get that hate out your heart, y'all. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.